Oh, great shots and choreography here. Wow. Hello. Varka's trailer just dropped 10 minutes ago. We're spawn camping. I'm going to break down the cinematic language of Varka, the code of chivalry from Genshin Impact. Make sure to check out my entire Genshin Impact playlist. All right, Genshin lore masters.
But let me give you a quick
I love his animated short.
The name's Varka, Knight of Boreas and Grand Master
Look
of
at this.
the Knights of Favonius.
Look at his visual style.
Protecting Mondstadt is no walk in the
It's like
park.
sketched.
It's a job filled with challenges.
That was a sick transition.
But a knight never surrenders to hardship.
That's very funny. I love the manga
Freedom
panel.
and honor! Except when it's too hard.
Beast. What the? Oh, the music. It's fresh. Ugh.
Grandmaster, where are you going?
The winds of freedom are calling me.
What's he wants to do? Play Nintendo Switch? Where's he going? That was funny.
Grandmaster.
All right, listen. That was so funny. He heard, or he had a warning that Jean was coming and she's the second in command, right? And he was like, I gotta go. And they're like, what are you doing, man? You got work to do. He's like, freedom calls, but he's just getting away from work. That's a genius right there. And look at this, hilarious, kind of like beautiful, picturesque. And you notice we have a little bloom filter on it, make it romantic, hilarious. Right before boss shows up to say, here's your work for the day. And we got these hilarious shots in here. I like how there's comedy to it. After seeing the other video, I didn't think it was gonna be like that. And learning about what he did, kind of giving up his fate so that the main character could do his fate or her fate. Pretty amazing stuff. So anyways, let's continue.
Grandmaster, a few more files for you to...
Hilarious. He got out just in the nick of time, left an origami to rub it in. Oh, okay. Somebody's got Tifa wannabe over here. Okay, very good. Pours it. Very nice.
I don't know where he is.
Don't ask that little devil. That's funny. Like he should be here drinking. Oh, okay.
Grandmaster,
The music's so fresh.
could we?
Sure.
What do they want to spar?
Not enough.
Wow.
Force off.
With the
Practice on a few
drink.
more dummies.
Understood.
He actually is OP. And given that he's the first adult to
Now we're
appear in Genshin in the game.
Called you to the bar again?
Pigeons.
Wow.
Pigeons. Where are you?
Absolutely insane. He's the first jacked character in Genshin, right? What are those guys doing in Monster?
Wandering rust buckets.
See, everybody
Guess
runs
I could
away.
use some exercise.
I mean, come on.
This
With a
drink
fish?
Is on me.
Absolute beast. Reverse grip on the fish? The music's so good. I didn't know he'd deal with Wilge's greatsword.
Got it. Burn.
This is insane. I really like this vibe. It's got this fun. This is like an all-star cast, man. Everybody's helping out. Oh, great shots and choreography here. Wow. Insane. Varka. Back to that sick shot from earlier, too. Ah, this song is good. This is one of the best songs in a while, I feel. Look at this visual style. Insane animation. Look at him. All alone back in the bar. It's like a stage play again, just at the beginning. Wow. Okay, that was interesting. It's not over, though. It's not over, so everybody relax.
Guess even the winds of freedom answer to someone in the end. Varka.
Turns out, protecting Mondstadt comes with a lot of paperwork.
That's funny. I like how they kind of give a commentary on, like, protecting Mondstadt is, like, essentially his job is to do paperwork, but then he literally saved the city from these robots. And they're like, hey, you got to do your paperwork now. It's like, no, he saved the city. His job. Anyways, that was awesome. I'm going to talk about my favorite shots. We're going to do a little bit of analysis. If it's your first time here, make sure to sub if you want to see more. Check out the full Genshin playlist, and I want to hear your favorite shot as well. Anyways, let's look at it. So, going back here, I really like the sort of fun and playfulness we have. And we have a few different art styles. Let's count them up. Look at this, like, beautiful sketched kind of... I don't know, like old school looking anime look, like JoJo's or something. That's really cool. And then we come into this, like, what the heck is this? Like, kind of cartoon look over here. That's insane.
Protecting Mondstadt is no walk in the park.
And it's fun because I feel like it's a question of perspective. Like in this case, it's like whoever's telling this story at this point, whether it's look at this art style, this is not Genshin, right? It's hilarious. But I feel like it's from the perspective of him, this kind of romanticized vigilante, just doesn't want to sit around and do paperwork, wants to go and save the day and go on adventures. That's what he sees himself as, right? So that's why we get these awesome images. But then we see reality for a second. I thought that was really funny too. He's like determined, and then as the sun goes down, tired, exhausted.
Challenges and perils. But a knight.
And then using the manga panels to like smush him in here was really clever. I love that.
Surrenders to hardship.
Really cool.
For freedom.
But you see what I mean? Like this is him for freedom. He wants to ride in the sunset. That's what he pictures as himself from his perspective. But then we're gonna cut out.
Except when it's too hard.
When it's too hard. Now I'm trying to figure out what happened here. As a sort of lore master, please give me an example of what's going on here. Is that supposed to be Klee filling him in? Like who? Oh, it is Klee. Okay. Yeah. So Klee gave him a heads up that Jean is coming in, right? So I gotta get out of here, man. I gotta get out of here. The big boss is coming.
Grandmaster, where are you going?
The voice acting. Where are you going, please? Like it's gonna be the end of the world.
To freedom.
That's great.
Are calling me.
And I love that, like, kind of this little detail where it's like in his perspective, yes, I have to go. And you hear the exasperated, like he's doing it again. He's going out to have a drink or whatever while he should be on the job. Oh no, I'm going to pay for this. And then of course, I love how the rest of the cast, like this is what I always say Genshin should do. And they actually did it. Like you have this cast of crazy characters that everybody likes, put them in scenes together, put them in great animated shorts like this. And the fact that we have a new Mondstadt character, yeah, let's see the favorites from Mondstadt. Why not?
A few more files for you to...
A few more files. Like thousands of pages. Yeah, this is really funny. The music, though, just keeps evolving throughout this, which is kind of... It has, in the beginning, sort of comical sense to it here. He's like, yeah, I'll take that. And oh, I didn't even catch that cameo. Yeah, we got some of the OGs here as well. You end up getting almost all the cast of the early game. That's really fun. If you're wondering, I haven't played Genshin in years, but I did play the first arc of the story fully, which was this Mondstadt.
I don't know where he is.
What was Klee eating? Is that like some sort of hint that that was just a drink?
I don't know where he is.
It's probably hinted that like he bought that for her since she's like small, right? That's funny. Like it should be here, but isn't here. Just those fun little details, like.
Grandmaster? Could we?
Also, this like Grandmaster, like, he can't go anywhere, which is very realistic without being like kind of demanded something that he has to do. In this case, is sparring practice with the younglings here.
Sure. Not enough force.
Absolute beast just frame mogs him and walks away. Absolute monster. But then look at this. Senses a real threat. The genie is kind of testing his Saiyan reading power levels here. And it's just a huge explosion. I love how they show the sort of power scaling. This is actually a funny scene, but it's still really well done in that sense. And we go back to the manga lines here. But if you notice, he goes from, yeah, I'm just having fun, whatever, with the kids. And then right here, gets serious with the expression. We get the dust from that one hit and everything. It's awesome.
Wind called you to the bar again?
But I thought that was so funny. Has no issue blocking this deadly strike from a powerful foe. And then when he realizes... oh no, that's the person who's gonna make me do paperwork, is actually panicking. It's the one thing you can't kill with a sword is paperwork, right?
You to the bar again?
You got Noelle in the back practicing the special, which is a hilarious detail actually, because that's the move we all do when we use her in battle. Okay, so the pigeon woke up these monsters. But yeah, this is when the music's gonna go crazy.
Wandering rust buckets.
And I love that again. Like he kind of comes off as a guy who doesn't really care about duty, but he does the actual duty. And I think that's a really cool detail. He's walking towards the danger as everybody runs away.
Guess I could use some exercise. This drink is on me.
Awesome. Yeah. That's got to be the shot of the fish. This has to be some like lore inside joke I don't know. So feel free to fill me in on what that is. Just goes right to work on him. And let's talk about some of the choreography here. Is actually really good. And the vocals, like, where did that come from? But yeah, I love how we're kind of bouncing in between different character perspectives. Boom. And then, yeah, look at this, like, kind of really interesting zoom technique. Match cut was really good. But this is fun because normally during the character demo, I guess they call them trailers now, this would be the point where you see some of the fighting, but it's kind of just organically grown through the kind of comedy of this piece to now get to it. And it kind of came out of nowhere. I thought that was really clever. And this is, what's her name? Official, right? But I love how everybody's kind of working in unison. And this shows if it is going to be the Knights of Favonius or whatever, the defenders of Mondstadt, the Guardians of Mondstadt, that they are going to do the job, and everybody's on it. I mean, we got to look at that in slow motion. This was really interestingly constructed. So he's going to come down. Let's go frame by frame. I love the feeling of movement and kind of fluidity of the camera throughout this. As he spins, you get the nice details there. I think that might have been a hand-drawn detail actually when he cut the camera. And like this, you get the smoke and everything. These are not in-game effects, and they're adding just that little bit more sort of fluidity and impact to everything. Like the dust. This is cool, by the way. Look at this kind of outside the manga panel, which is interesting because when we start, we're in this kind of adventurer manga panel view, and look at that. He's coming out. He's breaking the fourth wall, so to speak. So let's go a little bit further. I mean, it's just beautifully done. Details, and then we go for the extreme close-up. Let's watch this in motion now. Look at these details. I mean, that's very fast. That's incredibly fast. And there he is, Varka. He doesn't have a subtitle. I think they stopped doing the subtitles. He used to say like Varka, you know. Anyways, very fun. And the whole gang's here. But if you notice, we've gone for kind of a new visual style once again, and it has this kind of manga shading that you would get in the panels again. And then we're going once again to a new visual style. And to me, what I liked about this is this feels like the Varka we saw in the animated short, where we see that he gives up his fate and everything. Look at this kind of like really, really extreme negative space. Someone who is kind of turned away from the camera, turned away from fate and accepting his fate. I really like that. And look at that. I mean, the use of kind of natural elements morphing into one another. The graves of people he loves, or the swords of fallen enemies that he's slain himself. Whichever it is, he's continuing on the path, you know. And then all of it just becomes another ice in the drink. Really nice transition. I love it. But this right here is it. The music, if you notice, the kind of fun, the masculinity, the sort of adventure feeling of the music is gone now, and it's quite lonely. And this is actually who this character is. I think that's so cool. Underneath the comedy, underneath the shirking the duties and the kind of fun relationship he has with these other characters, this is who it is. If you notice, the spotlight's on him, but he chose the path of being alone, giving it up so someone else could complete the mission, and he's never going to be recognized. He's never going to get the glory. But he knows that he did the right thing. And I think that's a super cool character trait. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, check out the other video we did where we broke down his backstory. It was really cool. And we're going to see the final shot here. But yeah, beautiful video. I quite like that.
Guess even the winds of freedom answer to someone in the end, Varka.
And that's funny because that's like the god of wind.
Turns out, protecting Mondstadt comes with a lot of paperwork.
Yeah, that's a cool detail as well. Because I feel like he knows more than we're meant to think he does, but he kind of keeps it under wraps. Hence his backstory, and now hanging out with what's his name, Barbados or something. The heck is his name? Is really cool. But anyway, great stuff. This last section is just beautiful. I want to see it one more time in motion. Let me know your favorite shot. Oh man, I gotta pick mine, don't I? That might be it right there, guys. I mean, that's just a beautiful sequence and yet another art style. But I think that's going to be my favorite shot, right? After knowing his backstory. That's it. Says it all. Says it all right there. Spotlight's on him, but nobody's watching. He gave it up. Interesting, right? Food for thought. So let me know yours. But that's going to be mine. Hope you guys have a lovely, lovely evening. And make sure to subscribe if you want to see more. If you want to check stuff out, we got a lot of Genshin Impact videos. We did a World of Warcraft one early today as well. I'll talk to you guys very soon.